Outlanders, and welcome to another of our Outlander After Show Book Club. I'm your host, Keetin Marchi, and I have our full panel today again, Miss Jen Barnes.
Hello, how are you?
Little book expert.
Hey.
Mr. Ryan Hooks, our
Hey, guys.
non-reader.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
We love you here at theStream.tv. Make sure you subscribe to theStream.tv on YouTube. Check out our other after shows as well. And let's dive into this episode. This is episode 13, The Watch. And let's talk about The Watch, because The Watch, they are very prevalent in the series, and they're very much who they are in the show, in the book, but I felt like we got more details about them.
They got given a bigger role in the show than they kind of were in the book. I mean, just we see them more. We get to see more of a face to them, like that guy there. Ugh, hated him.
He was the worst, wasn't he?
I hated him. I could do without him.
I feel like he was like the epitome of like why we hated The Watch and how The Watch was described in the book.
And you know, in the book they don't visit Lallybroch like that. We don't have that great character, Taryn Macquarie, which, you know, not in the book. I know, rest in peace. Not in the book, but, you know, great for the show.
Great for the show.
It was a little drama, yeah.
I just thought it kind of gave us another level of Jamie's character.
Right. And, you know, of course, Jamie doesn't go with the Watch in the book. You'll remember that he actually goes to the mill with Jamie to work on the mill, and they get ambushed. So that happens. The Watch ambushes them. The Watch are the ones who give him up to the Redcoats. So yeah, very different. But the characterization of the Watch was there, and I trust Ronald D more.
I do too, and I liked seeing Taryn because it kind of gave us another look at a different type of man who were to join this life of the Watch, which I did enjoy. Well, let's talk. It also, I think, Taryn let us kind of understand Jamie and Ian a little bit more, and the type of men they were before kind of they decided to settle down, because they could have gone the way Taryn went, but instead they didn't. They settled down.
Ian didn't have much of a choice because he lost a leg.
Yes,
but Jamie definitely.
Absolutely. And I mean, what was the same is they are like brothers. They have a very close relationship. I actually felt like in the book you could understand how close they were quicker.
Ian and Jamie,
And then they were together when Jamie does get taken.
Right. And you know, we have that whole Horrocks situation. And I mean, Horrocks is in the book, but not in the way he is in the series. There isn't this whole situation where he comes up and tries to blackmail Jamie and Ian, you know, killing him. But I think I'm glad he was there, and I'm glad they included him in that storyline since they were going to go there, and it definitely gave more insight into Ian and Jamie's relationship when they dealt with Horrocks. Right? What do you think?
Yeah, I actually am glad they introduced both characters, and I don't have the comparison like you guys do to how little or how big their roles were in the book, but I do enjoy when characters are added, because it does, and especially when you know, you have the same 5-6 characters all the time. It's nice to have a little bit of variety in the characters, and it gives us ways of, and you were saying, understanding these characters in a different way.
And it's nice for that Ronald D. Morris decide, you know what, this character is so interesting in the book, let's bring him out more.
Make him more prevalent in the show, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I hated him. I hated him in the series. I'm so glad they got to kill him. So one of the other really interesting one of my favorite scenes I think we got to see the entire series was the Jenny giving birth scene and seeing her and Claire kind of bond.
Right, particularly her monologue about childbirth.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
It was so interesting and so beautiful, and I mean that was very similar, or not super similar, I guess.
Well, I mean, the essence of it was there, but there's no midwife Mrs. Martins running the show. Claire, they decided to just keep it between Claire and Jenny, and I understand why they did that. But we have this midwife in the book who really runs the show when Claire is giving birth. And of course, Claire tells Jamie that she thinks she's barren.
Yeah, that was the same.
It's in a different part in the book. It's not right around that area, but you know, pretty similar and beautifully done. What do you think, Ryan?
Excellent.
Excellent.
I mean, again, I have nothing to compare it to in terms of like having the midwife there, but I did actually think about that when I was watching the episode. Like, you know, how good of knowledge does she have about childbirth?
Yeah.
You know, in relation to having to turn the baby in the womb because the head wasn't sitting right, and various things like that.
And having been a nurse in the army.
And during a war, dealing with men and, you know, dismemberment, that kind of stuff is totally different than dealing with a child that's unborn.
Absolutely.
The complications that could happen from that.
True
But
that.
everything turned out A-okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of our Outlander Book Club. Make sure you check out all of our other Outlander Book Clubs as well as our Outlander After Show. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with the next episode.
See you guys later.
Bye. For more Outlander After Show, hit that button and subscribe to theStream.tv.